The first thing to do is come up with my dimension, the calculation for the particular aquarium I intend to design. I have my dimensions here. I get to the market, talk to the glass cutter. It comes out with this. It cuts the glass into different dimensions. Now I have 4 sides here. The 5th one, which is the base, that's what the aquarium sits on. Now for me to merge all the sizes, I need to do this on all the 4 sides. This is the first side, this is the second side. I hold it firmly like this. This would only hold it for a short period of time, just to hold it firmly. When I'm done mounting, after 3 days, I'll remove all this. Now for my aquarium designs, I can either use wood or use aluminium. But most times, I think I prefer using aluminium, then still use wood as the base. It brings out the beauty. I've been managing my parents' business for quite some time now, so I decided to have my own, and I was like, okay, what can I do to stand out? I've spent 5 years in LASU, and I can't just let it go by like that. Spent a year in Unilag, so I was just like, okay, let me pick something from what I studied in school, and that's aquarium constructions and designs. So here I am today, a proud entrepreneur and a very unique aquarium design professional.
Upon successful completion of both tertiary and postgraduate certifications and unable to secure a suitable employment, Bukola Dowodu decided to make a living out of an unpopular career path.
Apart from the fact that I couldn't get a well-suited job, I mean a white-collar job, and regarding my profession, marine fisheries, getting jobs in those areas has been quite difficult. So I couldn't keep on waiting and waiting. So I decided to just pick a part of what I studied in school. During my BSc days, as a fisheries student, we had some courses that we offered in school. Aquarium construction and design is one of it, but then I didn't really give a hoot about it, but I was just like, maybe someday I would eventually venture into it. So when I got to 400 level, I decided to design one. We did a skeletal design with my colleagues back then. And afterwards, I just had this passion gradually. There's something particular about aquariums. You can sit, close your eyes and say, okay, I want an aquarium in that place. That place could be the toilet, that place could be your bar. That so-called place could be a reception of an office. So it's just about being creative and coming up with something unique, doing what I know how to do best, and being happy with myself at all times.
So for some young people, right, funding is an issue to actually, take up a business venture. How come that did not deter you from your goal?
Well, starting up too was a bit difficult in terms of raising funds, but during my service year, I was able to raise and keep some money. I had my first capital from my youth service, Alawi. So after my youth service, I just took a little from what I saved like 50% from what I saved, and I decided to invest with this. Initially, the so-called 50% that was invested took almost a whole year for me to get the returns. It was so discouraging. Every time I get to a place and I tell them, oh, sir, ma, you need an aquarium in your house. They're like, oh, aquariums are dead. How come you're coming up with an aquarium now? But my mom would always tell me something, that it can only get better, but you need to keep trying. If you lose hope now, you can never be a better person. I would encourage young entrepreneurs to be, not to see capital as the major step for you to take in venturing into your own business. Fine, you need capital, but there is always a way you would raise cash. Even if you don't have the entire startup capital, the little you've been able to save should be able to help you. And it's always better to start something. If you don't start, people won't support you.
Her company became operational in 2010, and over the last 5 years, she has consolidated on every known business tool to offer a broad spectrum of aquarium designs as well as integrated fish farming.
Apart from coming up with my own creative designs, I do research. I go to libraries, pick up books, read. Then I also have access to some e-libraries online. Then the internet generally is a very large field for me to learn. I pick so many different things from the internet, relevant things to my business from the internet. And I also write. I pen down everything that comes up in my head. In terms of research and planning, I would encourage young people not to be limited to your immediate environment. Go out, go online, pick up relevant tips, plan properly, have a team you work with, and share ideas with people. It goes a long way. You can't be the best in everything you do.
Benefits Consult has defied the challenges of starting up an aquarium business, even more so in a male-dominated field and a very competitive market as Lagos, Nigeria.
It has been quite challenging, but I've been able to find my niche. Being a lady, I express myself as much as possible to clients. Some ladies tend to pull out because it's very stressful, challenging, and very tasking. When it comes to calculations on the constructions, I believe what a man can do, a lady can do much more better. If a client calls you on the phone and doesn't even know whether you're a guy or a lady, and they hear your voice and they're like, oh, is that a lady? And you tell them yes. And they're like, are you the one designing the aquariums? Are you the one constructing it yourself? Are you the one doing it? I'm like, yes. And then, oh, then I need to visit your store. I need to see some things. So with that alone, I tend to win the hearts of some people, and they're like, okay, let me see what this lady wants to do. I've seen what guys have done, but let me see what this lady wants to do. On a daily basis, there's so many shortcomings, starting from glass. In terms of design, in terms of shapes, I'm being restricted to some specific shapes. I can't have a round or an oval-shaped aquarium. I can't have a tube form like aquarium. I can't have a very big aquarium because we don't have implements or infrastructures in place for me to come up with those specific designs. So I'm being restricted to some designs locally. Having an aquarium goes beyond just putting your fish in a glass and you watch. No, it beautifies everywhere you have it. It's just about being creative with your design. Now, I've been able to find out that most people don't actually want an aquarium. Yet, they want an aquarium. One, because of the cost, maintenance, and maybe servicing of the aquariums too. This is a very dirty aquarium, and I'm about to clean it. I already brought out the fish species. Now, I'll clean the artificial plants, the seashells, and the aquarium itself. First thing first, let me bring out the live plants. Yeah, I need to keep it in water. Then I'll clean the seashells one after the other. Then I'm cleaning the artificial plants. It's quite dirty. Now this is a decorated aerator. It's equally dirty too. So I need to clean the gas thoroughly. The lower part of the aquarium is dirty. I need to clean it as well. Now I'm done with cleaning. The next thing is to siphon. Yeah, done. I just refilled the tank. Now I need to wait for 20 minutes so that the particles can settle down before rearranging the aquarium accessories and the fish species. Every individual can venture into entrepreneurship because one way or the other you must have learned something somewhere. For you to have learned something somewhere, it's a knowledge that can never leave you. So you can always work on that in terms of business.
So you have been in business for 5 years. What have you learned over these years that has helped grow your business from one point to the other?
The biggest lesson for me is to stay relevant, stay unique, and never get discouraged, no matter what the consequences may be, or no matter the circumstances. Don't you ever get discouraged. Teamwork has helped my business grow to this point because I don't conclude on my own ideas. I tend to put it on the table, talk with my team. Is it acceptable or not? And with that, I think it keeps making me be a better person, and perseverance too goes a long way because you tend to face so many personal challenges, but it's always better to be optimistic all the time because you never can tell, a bigger client could walk into your store anytime. So you should always wear a smile, be focused, and relate more with people. Interpersonal skills, you need to be motivated, you need to be inspired, you need to be able to face challenges, conquer them one after the other. Though it might be difficult, but you need to always stand up to whatever challenge you face. With that, the sky is just a starting point.
Having maintained a great mentoring relationship with Mary Olushoga, the founder of AWP Network, Bukola Dowodu is a firm believer in training and support for business success, just as she hopes to impart her knowledge of aquarium designs and construction to encourage independence among youths.
It's a platform for women entrepreneurs, ladies, young ladies that tend to have their own business rather than chase a white-collar job, the 9 to 5, so to say. It's a platform that has encouraged and motivated me. I participated in one of the photo contests 2 years ago, though I never won. But I'm glad I did, because if as a young person you're not being intrigued, you're not being motivated by anything at all, then I must say you have a problem. For someone like me, I've been able to use the internet as my own business tool in terms of achieving what I've always wanted to be. It's amazing that people like that could still have platforms for young entrepreneurs, young ladies. I intend to train people on how to build and design aquariums so that they can also be independent as ladies.
Call her a feminist if you like, but the young fish lover has managed to make a name for herself locally, especially among the female folk.
I kind of got impressed with the way she started this because I would say it's unique. I can say she has been the first person doing this in this neighborhood. It's commendable, and I pray she won't have the cause to regret doing it. Looking at the economy of the society, you can see there is no much work for we young people out there. So you have to think of something that you can do, something that you know you are good at. Ever since I left secondary school, I've been wanting to be a makeup artist, but I didn't know how to go about it. But I decided to pursue my dream, and here I am today. I'm an entrepreneur myself, I'm a makeup artist, then I'm into catering.
Working with Benefit Consult has been a sweet experience, I would say. Bukola is very, very accommodating, and what she's into is it's very, very exceptional for a woman, for a lady to come out doing what she's doing. So this business is not, I would say it's not a lady's business, you know, but it really, really inspires me. Working with Benefit Consult has actually made me to realize something in life, that we could start at any point where you understand the factors of what you want to become in life, the level at which you want to go to. You could just pick it up. It is foolishness to be ashamed of what is gainful.
She's a lady that knows what she's doing, and that's really inspired me. Instead of leaving the school that you'll be looking for a job, you can just start a business that at least you can move on in life.
Seeing someone very young having this big dream, it's really very, very beautiful. She's very hardworking, and I just think if I could actually go this way, like this way she's doing it, I could actually have my own too. The way in Nigeria is you just have to have your business. Like you have to start doing something for yourself. You have to start planning your future now. I'm actually a student of Lagos State University, LASO, studying chemistry. I'm a student alongside with learning the whole makeup things, and I actually want to be a boss on my own. Like I want to do something for myself.
I believe every passion can fetch money for you. It depends on your approach and how you see yourself in the so-called passion. If you're passionate about something, then you need to make some moves, take some bold steps.
Whether it is an aquarium project, integrated fish farm project, or other multifaceted initiatives of the Benefits Consult, Bukola is always seeking to make her community better and much more habitable.
I buy some of my fish species at times, and I breed also at times. It's seasonal, so at times when I'm out of stock, I buy from suppliers. I go to local markets to buy them. I buy aerators, air pumps, seashells, silica sand, extruded gun, bogwood, electrical appliances, the ones I can buy, and some other major accessories. There's so many. We have the artificial plants, the natural plants too. Then most importantly, the fish species. We have so many lovely fish species of goldfish, so many of it. In setting up an aquarium, I need to put my silica sand first, then I can introduce my artificial plants, the natural plants, the seashells. The seashells are mostly white. It brings out the beauty of the aquarium, then the aerators. Then finally I can introduce my fish species. Then power the aquarium and you have a very colorful aquarium in your living room. I have so many lighting that I use, well, but most times I stick to white and blue. Now this is their feed, and I take just this little quantity, drop, and I try as much as possible to call them to come and eat. Some of them would come up while the rest, they're getting busy picking one or two things. But some of them will definitely come up to it. Now, I have two now. And they don't really eat much. I only feed them twice in a week.
Why?
Because if you overfeed them, they die. Aquarium has always been a part of me. I've learned it, I studied it, and I'm making money from it. My designs are very different. I come up with designs like alphabetical designs, hexagon, having L-shaped, despite the fact that I might have challenges in creating the curve, but I still try as much as possible to do that. And I can even build an aquarium and have your picture at the background of it. That's about being creative.
Finally, what advice do you have for that young Nigerian watching you right now and who wants to start his or her own business?
I'd like to encourage young entrepreneurs to remain focused and not to be discouraged by whatever shortcomings they're facing at the moment. Think big, start small, start now. Life is a field full of challenges. You need to conquer every stage one after the other, and living becomes easy.